Now, in tonight's debate, I'm going to defend two basic contentions. First, that there are good reasons to think that God exists, and secondly, there are not comparably good reasons to think that atheism is true. Now, certainly, the terrible evil and suffering in the world is the greatest emotional obstacle to belief in God. But as philosophers, we're called upon to say not how we feel about a subject, but what we think about it. And when I think hard about the problem of evil, it turns out to be extraordinarily difficult for the atheist to prove, on the basis of the evil in the world, that God does not exist.
A number of people had the question for you, Stephen, Abina included among them. Well, if you don't believe in God, what did create the universe? And another person asked, what about the cosmological argument? How do you respond, essentially, to Bill's contention that there has to be a cause?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know the answer to the question, why does the universe exist?
He obviously has a logical argument that suggests that there is a cause for the beginning of the universe, and that cause has to have these certain properties.
Yeah, it looks. I mean, again, I'm not going to be steered into an argument, steered into a discussion about first causes and so on. This argument would provide as much support for belief in an evil God as it provides support for belief in a good God.
The moral argument and the argument from the resurrection of Jesus supplement the cosmological and fine-tuning arguments to build a cumulative case for God's existence.
I mean, obviously, what we've heard time and again from Stephen this evening is that your cosmological argument doesn't tell us anything about the nature of God.
Well, he doesn't say that. He says it doesn't tell you anything about the moral nature of God. And of course, defenders of the cosmological argument have always recognized that. It's not intended to. It's not that type of argument.
Is it enough for him to say we just don't know?
No, that's not enough, because you've got to deny one of the premises if you're going to deny the conclusion. This is a deductive argument. You've either got to deny that the universe began to exist, or you've got to deny that if the universe began to exist, it has a transcendent cause. And the scientific evidence is just one of the reasons that I believe the premise is true that the universe began to exist.